What
was that?
3, 2.
That was it. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Jalbagel. Welcome to GamerBreakfast. I'm joined by my co-host, SkojSkull.
Hello.
And our amazing, incredible, super, very cool, and other adjectives to describe her, Fayetalis.
Wow, gee willikers, thanks.
Gee willikers.
Who had the
cool.
audacity to have a cephadrome as a background? Kidding.
Listen.
I think it's perfect. Right
Dude,
at home.
Well, did you guys know that you can have these super cool Discord backgrounds with your camera? Did you know that?
I had no idea.
And of all the monsters you could
gotta
choose,
jump on
you
this
chose
trend
cephadrome.
Yes, cool. You gotta jump on the trend.
I gotta get GamerBreakfast.
Yeah.
Faye, for those that may not know you, do you mind kind of giving a little summary on who Fayetalis is?
I sure can. I'm really bad at
Perfect.
talking about myself, but I will try my best. Hi, I'm Fayetalis. I am a full-time Twitch streamer. I stream mostly like action RPGs, Monster Hunter, Souls-likes, and the occasional comfy game like Atelier. I'm live Monday through Friday. That's it. That's me.
That's a great closer. Good job. Great.
That's great, though. I feel
stuck
like
the landing.
you can
I
include
really
that.
tried my best.
You do a lot with your hair too, which I think is really awesome. Like especially a lot recently.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome.
I like to express myself via my hair, and I change it a lot because I just 1 week I want pink, 1 week I don't want pink anymore. I want blue, and my hair has suffered greatly for these spontaneous decisions. But you know, that's the name of the game.
Yeah. And
It's
you
all
also
part
do
of
a
it.
lot of you do a lot of cosplay as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, I just kind of started doing that. I used to do like a lot of body painting. A couple years ago, I started doing that because I had seen like other streamers that I like look up to were doing it, and I wanted to try it. And it was really fun. I loved it, but it took me like 12 hours. Like it was like a 12-hour process just to do like one body paint. It got like a little exhausting after a while, and I would still like to do them, but just not as often as I was. So I kind of transitioned from doing like body painting to like actual cosplaying, because like you guys know the Throne service is a thing, so people can like send me cosplays, and like then I can just like still have fun like dressing up as video game characters and being cute that way, instead of like having to do body paints that were just like still fun, but just a lot of work, man. It was a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Really tiring me out. Like I don't know, but
and it's not like, especially because like when you were doing it, you were streaming it too, and it's not like you can stop and pick it up tomorrow.
Right.
Like you gotta finish.
You could. You could just sleep.
I could just get paint all over my sheets and stuff.
Everything.
It's like, all right, guys, we're going to continue our process from yesterday.
I'll pick this up tomorrow. I come on stream and it's all smudged. No, but like I had so much fun doing it, honestly. Like it was a great experience, and I would love to do it again someday. It's just I have to like get the drive back, you know? And it's just been, there's just been a lot of games that I've been like wanting to stream instead of doing like artsy painting stuff like Elden Ring and Monster Hunter and whatever the hell else.
It's been a year of games. Like, my goodness. So many things coming out.
It's been a really good year.
Do you guys think Elden Ring kind of, do you think there's like still a lot of hype around it, or is it kind of dying down?
I don't know. I think it's like hardcore hype right now, or like people that are like hardcore fans that would play it to the, like there's no end.
Because like the Souls community is like super passionate about what they like, and this is the new thing. So like, it doesn't really matter like what comes out. If it's a Souls game,
yeah, people are gonna play the shit out of it.
Yeah, and that's not a niche audience like Monster Hunter is, right? Like because Monster Hunter comes out and like it maintains a couple thousand viewership. Elden Ring comes out and it's at 100,000 every day, 100,000 plus every day. I think it's still there, and there's a lot, especially Elden Ring. There's a lot to do in that game. Like it's Dark Souls 3, but every possibility is there. And there's so much replayability. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a big freaking game.
I still need
I
to
still
play
haven't
it.
finished it. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Really?
I was the other one.
I haven't finished it
You
yet.
either?
No.
Okay.
I just
You're not
haven't
missing
gone.
much.
Well, yeah, I haven't gone into it, and then I was like out of the country for a little bit, and then
Right.
Sunbreak came out like a week after, so it's fuck.
Yeah.
Well, you can always jump back into it when you're ready. I mean, it's kind of something for you to look forward to.
No, I
You can always
can't.
go back to. Why?
Impossible.
Never. Impossible. If I did
Okay.
get out of a game, I can't go back. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Yeah,
You know what?
he missed the
tried
hype
it.
on it.
Wasn't for
Yeah.
you.
No. Imagine
Just
there's
say
like
it.
that like thought process with games, just like if I didn't finish it before the next release, then not worth playing through anymore.
I think some people definitely
People
think like
that way.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Variety
Okay.
streamers.
I think that way.
Oh.
'Cause I have in my library Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, the first
Yeah.
one, and Ni no Kuni 2. Neither of them I finished.
Wait, did you
because
finish Kirby?
I started Ni no Kuni. Huh?
Did you finish Kirby?
I did finish Kirby.
Okay, good. Jeez, I
Did
thought
that
it was
one.
gonna be like, no, Sunbreak came.
No. I intentionally finished Kirby before Sunbreak came out. I was like, I need to finish this before that happens, because the moment that happens, I'm not playing it anymore. No, but like I played through Ni no Kuni 2, and then the remastered came out on Steam, and so I bought Ni no Kuni 1, and then I just haven't touched either. And now I'm just like sitting here like, well, it's too late to experience those. I might as well just wait for the third. Legitimate thought process I had the other day.
I think like that too. I do. I don't know.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
There's like a certain there's a certain, I don't know, niceness. That's not a word, but that's the word I'm going to use.
You could say
there's a
you
certain
played
niceness
it until people start
replaying
asking
older
about
games.
it.
Oh yeah.
There is a niceness, but I get like not being able to especially like for content wise, like if you're playing a game and you get close to the end and you can't finish it because there's other games that you really want to get to and stream for content, it's kind of hard to like, well guys, I really got to finish this game. So like, for example, I was trying to finish Final Fantasy 13. Okay.
Oh,
that game is long as fuck. It's a Final Fantasy game, whatever. Sunbreak comes out. Like, how am I supposed to finish Final Fantasy 13?
drop it
I
again.
can't. So I'm like, you know what? I'll get back to it if I do. If I don't, that's it.
Yeah. It's
You know, like-
whatever.
Normalize not finishing games on stream. Normalize playing
Normalize
games just
it.
to play
It's
it
already
and not to
normalized.
actually finish it.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit! Very cool.
No one's
Like,
finished the game.
That's
We're
like
trying to
exactly
normalize
what-
things that are
Yeah, it's working.
normalize enjoying coffee. It's okay to like it.
It's like, wait.
One. Like,
And now we have to tweet that for the clout.
For the cloud. Oh
Yeah, but, like,
my god.
I did that with Elden Ring, because I played Elden Ring on release, and I'd never planned to do that, right? Like I wasn't gonna buy it. I wasn't about the hype. I think I learned about Elden Ring 2 weeks before it came out. I was like, what is this? I think I saw a trailer for it like 2 years ago. Like, what is this thing? Like, this looks cool. And then, like people in my community were like hyping it up, like, oh, it's Souls-like, but it's open world, like, and I'm like, well, I hated Dark Souls 3. It gave me rampant anxiety, and I could not play that game for more than 3 hours. I tried. I really, really did. But it a mimic scared me once, and I never trusted the game ever again. So I did my research. I looked at Elden Ring. I was like, okay, cool. Like, this might be something fun to play, and if I get hooked on it, I'll keep playing it. And I really enjoyed it, but it didn't like sink its like claws into me. It's something that I like to pick up like maybe like once a month for like a day or two, play a little bit more of it, have fun with it, and then put it back down. And that's all it needs to be for me. And like, I went into streaming it like, guys, I'm not gonna finish this on stream. This game is long as shit, right? That's like, I'm still speedrunning Monster Hunter. We're gonna put this down soon. And I played it for like 2 or 3 days on stream, and I was like, yep, I'm content.
I think that's totally fair. I mean, it's nice to kind of showcase your reactions on it, like for your community, but it's okay if you don't finish it.
Oh my gosh. Walking out of that like crypt, the very beginning of the game, and you're just bombarded by this just spectacular view of the tree.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
I couldn't handle that.
So nice.
Really?
And I was so happy. I got my 3080 Ti the same day the game came out. So I was like,
nice.
perfect way to test this. Slapped that in, Ultra Max Plus.
Yeah.
You know, it just, I cranked everything up. I like hit the recommended and it put everything at max. I was like, thank you. And it looked stunning. And then I got to the tree sentinel and then the game crashed.
Oh, sure it did.
Good lord. Yeah, there's a lot of like.
Okay.
It
dropped.
A lot of people crashed at that point.
The game crashed, right?
It dropped from 60 FPS consistent down to 10 for a solid like second and a half, and I was like, "Oh no, tree sentinel!"
Oh jeez.
I had to beat him on medium graphics so I could hold a consistent 60 FPS, so I could actually dodge things.
Wait, so Dark Souls 3 gave you anxiety? Do you like not like
linear?
Like, can you play scary games or no? Is that totally out of the question?
No, you can't.
Absolutely not. I tried to play Resident Evil Village for Halloween last year,
and
I was hyping myself up. I was like, guys, like we're gonna do it. I'm gonna play Village. Like all my friends tell me it's more like an action adventure, like shooter, and not scary at all. First 5 minutes of the game, if you ever played it, you have to like walk through the woods. It's pitch black, and you get to a cabin, and that's all I played.
Oh my god!
And then he switched to Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah,
I mean, it sounds scary.
That's the first, I shit you not, 3 minutes of normal gameplay for someone, and that took me 45 minutes to do. I can't do it.
Oh my gosh. That's
People
okay.
in chat were just like, oh.
Phasmo. I did 2 solo hunts of Phasmo for a community incentive. I thought I was gonna have a panic attack.
Did you die?
I did one by myself. I did one hunt by myself, and I barely could like muster the courage to go into the house. And then eventually, at the very end of it, I was like, YOLO, guessed right. I counted as a win.
I mean, someone showed you that one hidden room in the menu.
Did.
Yeah,
Nagiri did. Yeah, in the prep room. When you go and you like try to open the door, and that scared the absolute. I don't trust Nagiri anymore. That's it.
He still trusts me for some reason, but it's
because you haven't scared the. I thought I was. There's a clip of that. I literally jumped out of the chair and like ran away. I left. I just left the stream. It hurt me. I laughed. It was funny. It was great, but it hurt me.
I don't think I could ever do a solo Phasmo hunt. Yes?
No, I don't think I would either. I hate horror games as well. They scare shit out of me. The way I play horror games, like the absolute.
Laughing at me for this, okay.
The way, well, I mean, I still play them, but it's just like the way I play them is I try to get through things as fast as possible. Like I try to like if there's something in front of me, I just go at it because like story progression, I probably need to go at it. So I just run towards the monster. Like
just close your eyes, hold W,
scream at the same time. I love horror games. Like, don't get me wrong, they scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
but I love playing them, especially on Halloween. Just play like horror game to horror game. It's so much fun. Like I think people like, I like to make it like a cinematic experience, as cinematic as I can, like, you know, like immersive for people watching.
Oh yeah.
But like, dude, it's rough during Halloween because I like to play a lot of horror games, but like after my stream ends, I'm just like, oh god,
hiding behind your
I'm
mic.
alone now.
I have to turn the light off now.
I have to go to bed.
Yeah.
It's all like hitting me, you know.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Either way.
Do you have an older sibling? Like, do you have like older siblings or younger siblings? You do?
I have a brother, an older brother.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, so this is where I attribute my anxiety for like horror games from. Is I hate jump scares, and my brother is the living definition of a jump scare because he will just be standing there and then just start fucking with me, right?
No.
Like, to the day, I literally went to his house yesterday for his birthday just to have breakfast with him, and we're just standing around talking, and he just fucking like wrestled me to the ground. Like, oh god damn it. Dude. So like that's been with me my entire life. I think that's why I'm just like so jumpy and on edge all the time. Like who's around me? What's happening?
That makes sense.
Jesus.
I totally get it.
So don't jump you at TwitchCon. Gotcha.
If I can see you, we're good. If you come up behind me, I am not responsible for what my natural instincts will do.
I can't picture you giving him a jump scare. Like I can't picture it.
Yeah, he's too nice. He won't do it.
Bro, and I'd be like, I'm gonna come at jail from behind while saying out loud. Just like,
it's like I can hear you.
It's like, fuck.
Mouth breather.
Skoj, you're in front of me telling me. That's not how a jump scare works.
Did you at least get like a refund for Resident Evil for not playing it?
Did. What was really funny is I got to the cottage, right, and like you have to like interact with a cupboard, and there's like a rat inside of it, and I was like, this is gonna jump scare me. I'm gonna open it, and like something's gonna scare me, and it didn't do that. And I was like, okay, so we're gonna turn around, and that took like 3 minutes for me just to turn around, and then I take one step forward, and like the ceiling like pretends to cave in, and it scared the shit out of me. I just Alt F4 and said, all right, I'm refunding that and buying Luigi's Mansion 3 right now. And I played that on stream for like 6 hours. And it was a blast.
It's so funny.
That's amazing.
Speaking of TwitchCon, though, do you plan on going to TwitchCon?
Me? No, I have gone to 2 TwitchCons, and in my experience, they are fun, especially if you plan to either meet up with or go with a bunch of people. But it's just too expensive for me right now. I mean,
that's fair.
Plane tickets alone, no thank you. Hotel. No, it's just honestly, it's just too expensive for the experience. Like the convention itself has never really been worth it.
I
can feel that for something like this, because it's definitely kind of an event that
just meet your friends.
I mean, like creators like us can't take the most out of, and it's really, I'm gonna say it really does feel like kind of a scam to get smaller creators to spend money going there, right?
Yeah,
that's what it's always felt like.
125 million %.
I just want my partner swag. That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't get one last year. I just want the smallest recognition. Like, you have to recognize that I have this fucking check mark. Give me the bag.
Yeah,
give me the bag.
They fucking
the SpongeBob meme where it's just like, put the money in the bag with your blood.
I was sad because they've given like really cool like t-shirts out and stuff to people before, and like when I went, the partner swag was like a backpack.
Oh God.
Going
like,
to a convention.
Upsetting. Is it a cool backpack? It's a backpack.
It's probably purple with like the Twitch logo like up in the corner that you can wear. There it is.
That's it.
Yeah. Is it a string kind? Is it the string bag?
Never. My dad recently went on a trip with my brother to go see a baseball game. I lent him the backpack. That's the only time I ever used it. Or let my family use it. But anyway, God. I know I won't be going. Are you guys going to go to TwitchCon? Cool. Yeah. Take lots of pictures. Have a great time. Be safe.
Making Skoj take all the pictures.
Wear a mask. Be vaccinated. All that good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Talking like I'm your mom.
Dude, no, but like legitimately.
Be safe.
So, but like legitimately, because I have that concern going to this, because it's a shit ton of people, and I'm waiting to see the ticketing process, especially for the States, because in the UK, they're having TwitchCon Amsterdam, I think this weekend. Like, I think it's happening like right now.
Yeah.
But I've seen like nothing about like a mask mandate or like proof of vaccination or anything like that. And I just did I just went in person for GDQ, and I had to provide proof that I have had 2 vaccinations and at least 1 booster.
Right.
And then while on site, we always had to have a mask on. They said specifically the KN93 or whatever it is, like the actual like mask. Yes. And they provided us 3 of them to use while we were there.
And they were good masks. Those are good masks that they let you borrow.
The KN95?
Not borrow.
KN95, something like that. Yeah. Those are the ones that they gave us, and they're good for a single day's use. They're good for 8 to 12 hours, and then after that you throw them away, and they're disposable. And I even like bought a bag of them to bring with us too, just in case we needed extra. But I mean, like, I'm concerned about that too, right? I'm not like concerned about myself getting sick. I'm mostly concerned about coming home and then getting like my family sick.
Yes, 100%.
And or like bringing it into work, because I mean, I've had COVID like 3 times, confirmed positive case 3 times. I have a shitty immune system, so I know I'll be fine because I've gotten it and I've been fine, didn't have to go to the hospital or anything like that, you know, thank goodness. But I'm just worried about like giving it to a family member or like someone who's immunocompromised and something like that. And I just know that people going to this are just not going to be like, I'm not feeling well, I guess I should cancel my Twitch contract. Like, no, they're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
they're just gonna go.
Yeah,
which is why we're not gonna spend any time there except for maybe like 4 hours one day. Get my swag bag and then we'll go and hang out in the zoo.
Yeah, they have a merch shop there, and it's always like a 2-hour wait in line to get any kind of like Twitch merch.
Buy it on Amazon. It's all on Amazon now.
Yeah,
all the Twitch merch, all on Amazon.
It literally, like, I have a hoodie for Twitch that's like $20 on Amazon. Just grab that.
Perfect.
Well, they have.
I can wear that and spread my clout.
They have some different stuff there. Like the past times I went, they had like an actual like store set up, and they had like all kinds of stuff. It was pretty nice, but still not worth waiting in line for 2 hours.
No,
I don't think so.
Like, the only reason why I'm really going there is just to see friends. Like, it's like, to me, it's like, I guess you could network. I don't know how it really works there. Like, who goes there? It's like other Twitch streamers.
Yeah, no, and like that's like the networking aspect of it too, because like that makes perfect sense, right? Like, yes, like, you know, you want to go there and like network and like meet other streamers and like develop like no one wants to go there and do that.
That's not why
everyone is there for one reason. Every stream, and if you do not think this is true, you're lying to yourself. Every streamer has one thing in mind, and it is themselves. How do I grow myself, my brand, and my things?
Shit, found me out.
Incredibly and it's incredibly evident when you look at communities, and I'm gonna say it, I love you guys, but I'm gonna say it. The Capcom Creators community, it's incredibly evident when you look there, because it's everyone posting their own shit and talking about themselves and their experiences, and not a single person trying to collab or interact with other people's content. There's like 3 people that actually interact with everyone else, and y'all are the GOAT. But like, legitimately, having a community of just creators, everyone's thinking about themselves and how to grow. That's fine. I'm not calling anyone out for that, but that's what their intent is. Like, just understanding that people are not looking out for you and growing you; they're looking out for themselves and growing themselves. That's just business, baby. Like, that's just how that is.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll probably take this out if I don't know, but like they reach out for the like who you can collab with, or they're gonna just put you into like a random pool of other streamers kind of thing for
the hunting group thing.
Yeah, the hunting
that they
group
did for Sunbreak release.
Yeah. They reached out to me for it. I pretty much said no, because it was just like, it's a lot of people I don't know.
Yeah.
I said no for the exact same reason, Phil.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know any of the people that they wanted to group me with. I'm like, what's the motivation here? Why?
Yeah.
Why do I want to do this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The creators program provides a handful of like unique benefits for us that you're good. What is that? They're driving the podcast.
It's Cephadrome.
Cephadrome riding a motorcycle past my house.
I want to see that artwork now. Get on it, internet.
We have segways, and now we're gonna have motorcycles.
It's the Cepha cycle. Nailed it. Anyways,
beautiful. I love it.
What was my point?
We're talking about collabing with other streamers that we don't really know at all.
Capcom Creators.
I don't remember it. It's gone.
Oh,
gone. Cepha cycle is the only thing that I'm thinking about now. You're
gonna remember in the middle of the podcast.
I'm gonna remember it the moment we end podcast. Like, damn it! No, but
just imagining with like a motorcycle with a Cephadrome head in front.
I remembered it.
Tongue just flapping around. Anyways,
the creators program provides a lot of like unique benefits for us and gives us channels to like do those things in. But as far as a growth system, which is something that they advertised, is non-existent right now. And it's really disheartening to see that, and trying to interact with that group of trying to interact with it is really, really difficult, because like I said, people are thinking about themselves. It's fine. It's okay. You're allowed to. People are allowed to be selfish because we're all doing the same thing. We're all trying to do this grind and get somewhere where we want to be, and that's fine. But addressing it, identifying it, and just saying that like that's happening, it helps us manage our expectations a little bit more when we try to interact with this thing.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't say anything at all in the Discord.
I haven't. There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people. It's a little bit overwhelming, and I just don't think anyone's gonna really give a shit about what I have to say, and that's okay because I don't expect them to. Like you said, like I don't really expect anyone to care about like my content or anything. It's whatever. So I just don't even really check the Discord at all. I don't know.
Like whenever they update us, then I'm always interested to see what they have to update and just talk about that. But
absolutely.
In terms of like, I guess starting to start a conversation in the Discord, it could be overwhelming. Overwhelming and difficult.
Unless you're like a social butterfly and you like to talk about. I'm not that. I am not a social butterfly. I will not say boo to you unless you approach me first. That's it.
But think about it, right? Because like think about like just each of us ourselves. Like with the amount that like I'm streaming and I work a full-time job, and then the amount of offline editing that I do, which is not much, but for me it's still like 6 to 8 hours a week because I'm slow at it. Like I don't have time to interact in another place, and like that's the case for a lot of creators. So when you make a community specifically designed around having a bunch of just creators in them, what do you expect is going to happen? Like this is what's going to happen. Like you're giving something else that creators feel obligated to interact with that they either don't have the time to or can't, so they choose not to because it's not doing anything else for them. The Capcom Creators program is a great thing, and it does provide unique benefits to us. But as far as a growth tool, like that's just the one thing that like I've always been trying to like remove the stigma from, because a lot of people from the outside in look at it and go, it's a direct line to Capcom. It's not, like, oh, you got all these amazing opportunities, and like, oh, like you're going to grow so much and like you're finally being recognized. It's
unless
it's a glorified fan club. Like that's just what it is.
I mean, unless you know,
it's fine for that.
Unless you know people, like if you know the contacts, if you know the community manager, if you're in, you get the direct line to stuff. But if you're not, and you don't, you're just like left, like you're missing out. It's just like it's like every day, like any other kind of job. It's all about who you know. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, like I hate to call out the creators program because you guys are doing a really cool thing, and this is a brand new thing. And I would very much rather look at this as not as us bashing it, but us providing a critique to it, because look at it this way too. We all know as creators, and even as Monster Hunter fans, and people that are on Twitch and on YouTube, that early access is a thing that can be acquired for creators. And there's a variety of different types of early access, and depending on like the size of your channel or the media outlets that you choose to go through will allow for you to obtain different things, right? Like there's like media review copies, like those are the ones that go out months in like weeks in advance, probably not months, but like weeks in advance. Like those are highly coveted and usually go to gigantic channels. Then there's day of early access, which is generally 12 or 24 hours before the game actually comes out. And then there's day of access, which is you get a copy when the game is officially released. The problem that happened on Sunbreak's release, oh my gosh, because this is the biggest critique. Remember, I'm not bashing. I'm critiquing.
No, you're not bashing.
Totally bashing. I'm
critiquing. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody that wasn't in the Capcom circles, that's in the creators Discord, knew that early access, like the day of early access, was a thing. No one knew how to get it. No one knew how to apply for it. No one knew the channels to obtain it. Jono is doing a fantastic job as a community manager. He's doing exactly what he needs to do, which is posting on social media and talking about it in the official channels that, hey, I have an opportunity for Monster Hunter creators. If you want to play Sunbreak, hit me up.
But see, I don't know who he is. I never. So I'm following him now. But also he's UK, I thought.
Correct.
So
this is the thing.
It's been a very. You go for it. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Skoy, because my thing's going to be dramatic.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
It wasn't put to the foreground on like what is. It wasn't. Let me rephrase. It wasn't clear on where to go to get access to things. I don't know if they want it to be clear as well. It's very. It's a very uneven thing because you gotta be in the circle. But yeah, so it's very hard to like really say if they want to really fully announce it, because otherwise like a lot of people that they probably don't want to interact with are probably gonna also interact with them as well. So it's very hard to say.
Very understandable.
But I don't know. But for the Capcom creators, they should at least announce being like, hey, Sunbreak is right around the corner. Reach out and let us know if you want an early access copy, 24 hours in advance kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
The letter of the day is C. And you know what word starts with C? Communication.
Oh, I was gonna say there's a lot of other C words.
I was gonna say see you next Tuesday.
No, it's communication, guys. Communication. That's the important word. At least for right now.
You're right.
No, and communication is key. And like that's what not a single person, and this is what I loved. Not a single person in that Discord openly said that they were upset about not having early access. The majority of them,
there was one person who made a really lengthy post that
yes there was
what
yeah there was a lengthy post in there, and we'll leave it at that.
Oh boy, like it's talking about like not wanting to have early access.
No, it wasn't anything bad. It was a lot of constructive criticism in the post.
Oh, okay.
And I think a lot of it was well said. That it's nothing negative. But there was some thoughts posted in there. About what Jal's saying about lack of communication.
Yeah, that's fair.
One of the things that was nice to see was that most people were just upset that they didn't have the opportunity to apply for it.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest letdown. That's been one of the biggest letdowns from the creators program right now. You know, is this huge lack of communication, because unless you were in the know, you didn't know you had to message the European community manager to get early access for the game when you're already a part of a creators program that explicitly says in its perks and benefits early access and beta access to games. Weird.
I actually didn't know it said that.
Yeah, no, it does. Oh yeah. And the other part to this too is I reached out about early access directly to the community managers. I did. I did it privately. I don't like to put that stuff like out there, but I reached out privately to one of the staff members and I asked about it, and they had no clue. They had zero clue that early access was going to be a thing. They like after 3 weeks, mind you, of constantly, hey, do we have an answer yet? Because I kept getting back like, not sure, or like I'll get an answer from like Capcom and like, not really sure if it's like in the works right now. After 3 weeks, I finally got it's not happening.
Wow.
It's not a thing.
Okay.
I said, okay, cool.
Now I know. Now I have an answer.
Now I know. Day of Monster Hunter comes around though.
Early access! Black with early access!
all of my friends playing early access. Like, what the fuck? So, and this is where the disconnect came from, because I saw Jono's post like the day that he put it out there, and I liked it and retweeted it, but I didn't DM him because I figured that whatever opportunity a community manager is giving is also going to be presented into the Capcom Creators program.
Or that, yeah.
That's a terrible assumption, apparently.
I made the same assumption, dude. I really did. I promise.
Yeah.
So, and I messaged Jono about it, like, because one, I wanted early access so I could practice the game on the release patch, so I could bring the release patch to GDQ. That's why I wanted early access. That's the only reason. I've been trying to get early access for a month just so I could do that. And Jono helped me out, and I really do appreciate that. But I asked him, I said, like, I'm sorry if I'm like going through the wrong channels, but this was like never talked about in the creators program. It never came up there, and like opportunities that you can present are never available there. And he goes, well, it's never a hassle. Like, you can always hit me up. So I was like, okay.
That's nice.
So that's my answer then. But now we have a new North America community manager too. So we'll see how his involvement gets in. How his involvement with Monster Hunter changes as like things come out, right, and as things start to develop. Because like Jonah's been heading this because he's like the only CM that's like was employed during the release.
There's another person that I didn't know about, but there was another person. I forgot their name.
There's the German community manager.
Oh, okay.
But like the EU community manager is like the one, you know, like Sox was the one doing it, you know, and Yuri was also like a huge help for the North America community, but without Sox and Yuri, Jonah has just been doing everything. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
But
he's been busy.
This, like I said, I'm not like trying to sit here and say like,
no, it's not coming
we're
off
ungrateful.
Like that. No,
it's not coming off
it's
like
just
that.
Yeah, it's
okay to talk about it and vent about it.
I think so too, and that's why I'm doing it. I think critiquing a program like this that legitimately we give so much more to them than we are personally receiving.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Every stream, I'm literally every stream playing the game and telling people how to buy the game.
Yep.
On my stream constantly. The Nexus store, very cool. Guys, great job on the Nexus store. That was awesome. That's beautiful. If you're a Capcom creator and you're watching this, Skoj, if you're a Capcom creator and you're watching this right now and you haven't set up your Nexus store, do that right now. It takes 10 minutes. You shoot them an email, they give you the access, and then you set it up, you put Monster Hunter in there, and you're happy and golden. And that's a perk for you. That's an exclusive perk for you being a Capcom creator. So take advantage of that stuff.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I do have anxiety talking about this. Like, I also feel like it's good to talk about this because it's just like I feel like also need to voice our opinions to make things better. Because like if we don't, things are not going to improve. It's just going to continue going the same as it is. So to that person that also messaged in the Discord as well, I felt that was good and that was needed. So then they can help improve their creators program, and because they just started this is something new. So
the product, we are seeing flaws in the product early, and we want to address those flaws now before it becomes too much of an issue and this thing falls apart.
So I feel like this is definitely a good to talk about and stuff. Like the reason why I haven't really voiced an opinion on it really is because like again I have anxiety talking about like negatives on things that I'm part of.
Because you don't like,
so
like Jal said, you don't want to come off as ungrateful, but you're not coming off as ungrateful. Like you just, it's okay to be honest about how you're feeling about something. Like you don't have to, you know, I'm honestly like annoyed with like so much this might be controversial, but I get really annoyed with seeing like fake positivity, like people just like not talking about how they feel about something and just like, oh well, I'm just happy to have this, and it's like, yeah, I'm happy to have that too, but there's also things that are upsetting me. I'm a human being, I'm a person, my feelings are valid, my thoughts are valid, and I'm going to share them.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like I rarely do that myself. I mostly just hide behind a closed door before I even say anything out to public for myself. But,
he DMs me first, and then I tell him you need to tell other people about this too.
Fuck the world. I'll tell that to other people.
Okay. Of people that you can talk to about things. Exactly. It's okay. Like you need that. You need to have people you can talk to. You know, and if I didn't have that, I would be going crazy. Like if I didn't have people to vent to, like if streamer friends to vent to, I would be I don't know. I would be talking to myself, you know, about it.
And you'd the mirror just like you.
Talking to my cats.
Yeah.
I didn't get early access, Navi. What am I gonna do with my life?
The thing stares at you like,
yeah, but I want food.
This is the and like to kind of like, you know, draw it back to something that might be a little more relatable to everybody, right? Because we're talking about like a creator's perk, you know, like a exclusive creator's perk, right? But like this is just a comment and a statement on criticism in general, right? People, and I genuinely believe this because a lot of people look at like, you know, criticism as people not being happy with a game, but it really just comes down to the people that are most critical about something are those that either want it to succeed the most or the ones that are enjoying it the most. Right?
Absolutely.
I'm hyper critical of Monster Hunter World. It is by far my favorite video game to exist, and I have played it for 5,000 hours. I don't hate it. I just want it to be better.
Right.
Exactly. Pokemon is the one franchise that I am so passionate about, just as like I unapologetically love Pokemon. Anything that's Pokemon, I just adore. You know, the little green cat that they're coming out with for the new games is perfect and precious in every way. But I'm still gonna have criticisms about the game. Weed cat. But I'm still gonna have criticisms about the game. Like it doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. It doesn't mean I don't like it. It doesn't mean I'm not grateful for having it. I just want it to be better.
You're just passionate about it, and you want to voice your thoughts on what you're passionate about.
Oh,
and this is the thing too, is that like having something like the Capcom Creators program, we just want it to be better. We want it to be something that people can take advantage of and use and feel like they're getting something out of it instead of just being used as a billboard.
I think, I think like from my experience, my biggest like disappointment was that like you had said, Jel, you kind of expected Capcom Creators to communicate the early access thing. And you know, I had been checking my email for, like you guys, I'd been checking my email for like a month before Sunbreak was coming out. Like, they're going to start sending something. They're going to start sending it. Because I had gotten early access before, like a few weeks prior to, I can't remember if it was Stories. I think it was Stories and Rise.
It's probably Stories.
I think one of them, yeah. Anyway, you know, so I was kind of expecting something. And, you know, maybe that's my fault for expecting that of them. I don't know.
Assuming it.
Assuming, yes, assuming. Yeah. You know what they say about assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
Oh, what? I didn't
Boomer quote of the day.
There you go.
The other letter of the day is A.
Assuming.
So, yeah. So I don't know, but I think like it was, for me, it was like the buildup of like just waiting, and then like the day of early access is here. I've heard nothing, and I'm just like, and you know, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm excited. And I look at Twitch and there's everyone streaming it. And I'm just like, wait.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But then like, you feel like you did something wrong, even though you didn't. And I'm just like, oh my God, I didn't reach out to anyone. This is my fault. My community is expecting me to be live right now. You know, maybe they're not saying it, but there definitely have been a few people that were like, you don't have it. Why don't you have it? And it fucking hurts. And I'm not going to pretend that it doesn't, because it does. And it's just like, okay, I fucked up somewhere. I didn't reach out to people. I shouldn't have expected like to get it, you know, but at the same time, I'm like, what did I do wrong? And then all of a sudden I get an email from them the day of, and it was early access PC code and Switch code. And I'm like, oh my God, they remembered me. And
but
then
the day of,
I'm reading it, I'm reading the fine print, and it's like, this is a PC code for the launch day. You can have early access on the Switch. And I'm just like,
what?
Oh, I don't use my Switch account anymore. Like, I don't know. I was just like,
we're not playing
really
on
hyped,
Switch.
and then I was bummed again. And I'm just like, why do I feel like I'm grateful that they remembered me, but I'm also like, but they didn't remember that like PC is where I play.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
This is
somebody said it. Go ahead.
This isn't us like being like overprivileged and we have like we're able to do this. And we're not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not complaining that we're not getting early access.
Year ahead. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But I deserve it. I've earned it.
What I'm trying to say is that we're part of a program that in the print says that we can get access to the things that we're able to get access to and to be able to showcase it to our audience. And we're not able, like, it's been so like not communicative, or not, they haven't been communicating about it at all. And it's been very weird. Like,
it's disheartening.
Yeah. I just couldn't help but feel like I messed up somewhere. Yeah. Like it was my,
somebody said it in there too, that they had like, they were upset because they have the most insane case of imposter syndrome now because of that. Like they were like, you all have to understand that like this hurts us as like creators, but also as like people that we don't deserve this opportunity, even though we're a part of this thing that says we deserve this opportunity. Like the complete lack of communication and us missing out on these opportunities is now mentally harmful to us.
It's
well said. And you know, it's okay to talk about it, guys. It is like we can have our, we can express ourselves. Oh yeah, drama free.
Oh boy,
I'm just so happy and positive.
Oh man,
not to completely destroy though, because I feel like we're harping on it a lot, and we're saying a lot of the same stuff, and I think it's still, like I said, I think it's still good. And so like if you are like a creator or just like another streamer and you sympathize with this, or you want to share something, like, you guys can talk about that in the comments, Leo. This is not only a safe place for us to talk, but also for you guys too. You know, try to avoid trauma dumping. But besides that, like you can always voice, you know, instances and concerns of like the same thing. We like to see that stuff, because normalizing this kind of thing is something that Skoj and I wanted to do. But Sunbreak is out now.
Yes.
So like, yeah, sure, that was everything leading up to it, but now it's out, and we've had it for like what, 2 weeks? I've had it for a week myself.
It's been 2 weeks already. What the fuck?
It's been 2 weeks since you. Wait, has it been 2 weeks?
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. That I'm sorry.
You said I'm crazy.
Yeah.
3 days since the living room.
But yeah, Faye, have you been enjoying Sunbreak so far? We talked, so for everyone, this is going to be, we're talking about Sunbreak. So if you haven't finished the game, Faye hasn't either, so we aren't going to be talking about the end of the game, but we might be talking about things that you find spoilery.
She is just up to Shigeru, so that's it.
Shigeru.
So that's what we're going to be talking about. So if you guys want to avoid that, we understand.
Well said. So
but yeah, have you been enjoying it?
Rise hasn't been like my favorite. I mean, but I started with World, love World. World is responsible for where my channel is today on Twitch. I am partnered because of Monster Hunter World. I have a fantastic community, mostly because of Monster Hunter World. A lot of people have stayed, you know, in my community because of this game, and I'm very thankful for it. It is a huge part of my life, and I will always love it. Played Monster Hunter GU with my community a while ago. We just kind of pounded through the game multiplayer. I don't really remember a lot of it. Played Monster Hunter 3U, did multiplayer. You know, multiplayer makes the game go by real quick. I mean, you just kind of get carried through it, and that's it. You know, because your community is so excited and they want to show their like best builds and weapons and have fun and their knowledge of the monster, and that's great. You know, but I definitely just kind of get dragged right along through the game, and oh cool, this monster's awesome. Oh, it's dead. Okay, next monster. Love this one. Okay. So that was my 3U and GU experience. So what I'm getting at is I really don't have a lot of like Monster Hunter experience from the older games. So Rise, compared to my World experience, was not like I wasn't really vibing with it that much. Started out loving it. The more I played it, the more I was like, okay, this isn't as it didn't grasp me as much as World did. It didn't give me that like, oh my god, I love this game, I want to play it for thousands of hours. And that's okay, you know, because the base game, there wasn't too much to do. You know, I think everyone agrees. It's just, you know, it was pretty short. But now we have the expansion, and I gotta say, I really like it so far. There's lots to do. I feel like every time I log in and start, I'm going to have lots to do that day, and I'm going to get lost in the game for hours. Kind of like when Iceborne came out, there was new monsters to discover, new maps, new armors, new weapons. Like, it's great. I'm really getting lost in it. I am sticking to I'm going to try and solo as much of it as I can, because I want to take my time. I don't want to get carried through it. I want to make my own builds. I want to do my own thing, figure it out for myself, you know, and go from there and have my own experience. And doing that has been a massive challenge for me. I think the monsters are really tough. They are, a lot of health. My hunts are like very long. I mean, I'm playing bow, and I'm getting 1 shot, 2 shot, absolutely decimated. I'm failing hunts. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm carding so much, dude. I'm getting my shit kicked in. So you know, I'm just trying to navigate my way, and I made it to Shigeru Magala, and that's my next hunt. But I'm really liking the challenge. I like to be challenged. I'm liking how difficult the monsters are. Even like some of the smaller monsters are great in their G rank form. Like Acrosome is amazing. Right. Tetranodon is so cute and just fun. Like I'm just having fun with a lot of the monsters. They're just a lot of fun. And dude, my first wall was regular ass Rachna Kadaki. This bitch fucking, oh my god, she's like the anti-range user. She's throwing her fucking babies at me. The babies are shooting me with fire. I'm dead in one hit. I'm like, why is Rachna Kadaki this much of a bitch, dude?
So
I was stuck at her for a long time.
Oh man,
I like that though. Like
that's good.
I don't care if I cart. I don't care how many times I die. I love the fucking challenge. I love it. Like I gotta go back in there. And okay, I died again. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go back. I'm dead. I failed. I gotta go repost it. Like, it's fine. It's such a fun challenge right now.
I think that's a really cool thing about you too, is that it shows in your like Soulsborne playthrough, and then I've seen it in like when you fought against Velkhana. Was it Velkhana? The ice monster. Velkhana.
The beta specifically, Beta Velkhana.
Oh yeah, Elatrion, Fayetalis. Like when you fought these monsters, you always just like I feel like that's one thing I can really relate to you in, is just like I don't care how many fucking times we cart, like we'll get through it eventually.
Gives a shit. Exactly. You know what? Everybody carts, man. Everybody carts, whether they admit it or not. Everybody carts. Hell yeah.
We need that cover now. If you're a musician, please.
That'd be the new intro for the podcast.
That's awesome.
Everybody carts. Sometimes.
But I think that's really cool, is that I'm glad you're taking this journey through Sunbreak kind of solo for yourself and like for I guess your content as well, because you are it's basically like Dark Souls. You're going through this, and no matter how many times you have to go through it, you want to beat it. You're gonna beat it.
Yes. Yes, so, because so in multiplayer, and the same could be said if you're playing a co-op in Souls games. You're just, you're there and you're contributing, and that's the fight. But when you're alone, it's you and the monster, and especially in Master Rank, you have to start learning the movesets. You have to learn the movesets, and you have to build accordingly to each fight, whether it's elemental weakness or whatever. Like whatever weapon you're using, you got to start paying attention and like you gotta get good. Kid, base rise, you don't have to get good, except maybe against Valstrax. But you can just really kind of coast in base rise. But I really truly feel like in Master Rank the game gets a lot harder, and it's quite challenging.
It's great.
The biggest limiting factor I see, like a lot of people, because like the biggest like challenge difficulty that arises.
You said that. Did you see what he did there?
But like, the biggest challenge for me has been the new movesets and how chaotic every fight is. Whenever I see like a new like attack chain that is just flippy bullshit and a lot of it, and for like a solid 10 seconds, I get overwhelmed. Seregios overwhelms the shit out of me.
Same.
Yeah.
And then like the Magma Almudron, the same thing. The thing is constantly moving. There's a hitbox somewhere, and it just feels like I'm being tossed around. But we still finish the hunt, right?
Right.
It's one of those things that it was always my initial complaint, but it is literally a skill issue, right? Like all memes aside, like everything aside, I am literally complaining about just not being good at the game. And I wholeheartedly recognize that. And it makes it even better when you start getting better at the game.
Yes. Well said. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Like that's how I felt when I finally killed Rachna. And this is Monster Hunter, like not a Souls game, because that's how you feel when you play Souls games and you are stuck at a boss for 30 minutes and then you're like,
the satisfaction is just
this is the feeling we're getting in Monster Hunter Rise now, and you're right, like the monsters are fast as fuck and they do not stop. Dude, Nargacuga is always on my ass. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Why does the tail slam do a second tail slam and then it makes no sense?
No, dude. Oh my god.
When do you dodge?
He's literally on cocaine. And Rajang, yesterday I fought Rajang, you guys. he like not even furious. I have not fought that asshole yet, but regular Rajang. Okay, this guy hits me. I run away, heal. He's already charging at me already. Like, he just doesn't stop moving.
He doesn't KO. He never KOs.
It was such a crazy fight, and I kept carding, and like I wasn't even like, it wasn't bothering me. It was just like, dude, I can't believe how much harder this guy is, and I had to just really focus and like, I gotta stay alive. How the fuck am I gonna stay alive? I actually like. You know,
I think my two biggest, I did this with the group as well, but I think my two biggest challenges were the new Magna Mallow and Shigaru.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh, I haven't fought new Mag yet. I'm so excited. Yeah, I love Magna Mallow. I'm not going to say anything, but Magna Mallow, I think he's the best monster so far in Rise. Personally, he's so fucking fun to fight. He's got great moveset. He's just so cool and awesome. I love him, and I can't wait for the new version. Is it going to kick my ass, Phil?
I won't say anything about the fight then, but yes, it's going to kick your ass.
Just tell me like a little bit.
Absolutely.
Can't wait.
Your ass will be separate from your body.
I was fighting this thing. I was fighting this thing multiplayer, malding the entire time. I was angry the entire hunt, and it died. I was like, "Fuck, that was a good fight."
Yep. I'm like, you fucker! I hate you. I killed you. This is a great monster. Right?
I will say that too, because like it's really insane to hear you say that you like Magna Mallow's like fight so much.
I love it.
And this has been my progression with Magna Mallow, and this is wild.
Okay.
Rise demo comes out. I fight Magna Mallow. I fight Magna Mallow once.
Did you beat it?
Never. I fought it once on stream, and I said, like, there in a point, a monster should not one-shot me for making a single mistake. A monster should not move this much and be this chaotic and obnoxious. This is the worst designed fight
every single day.
This is the worst designed fight ever created, and Monster Hunter Rise is gonna fucking suck. Were words that came out of my mouth. I was seething. I ended stream 2 hours early. I was so upset. I don't think I've ever been that
I love your honesty though. Like, I love it. Your realness.
So the full game comes out.
Emotion.
And I love emotion.
Yeah.
More. Come on.
The full game comes out, and I got to Magna Mallow in a single day. I got there in like a 7-hour session.
Sure.
And I think I beat it. I beat it pretty quickly. I think I beat it first try, but it was also because like I was farming armors and stuff like that. Like I was adequately prepared and also using switch axe, you know, weapons busted, whatever.
Right.
And I remember beating it, and I went, this fight is awful. He still moves around a shit ton, but he has like a fifth of the HP, so I guess it's all right.
I love it.
Then it came out on PC, right?
Yeah.
I get there in about 5 hours, and I was like, that was stupidly easy. Was it a hitbox issue on Switch? Everything on Switch felt really bad. That fight was really easy, and I guess it was okay, and I had fun with it, like whatever. And then I fought Master Rank, and that's when I started realizing that this fight is actually good. I missed my point. The point was,
you're talking about your progression with him,
right? Yeah. My point was that my first interaction with it, the fucker, because his moveset never changed from the first time that I tried him in the demo to all the way up into high rank. His moveset never changed. It was always the same. It's always been the same. I speedrun this thing. It's my favorite part of the speedrun now, right? Like of Magna Mallow % is the last fight, because I have an insane script on it that I absolutely love, and it's so wild, and it's a blast.
It's a fun fight.
Get it?
It is. A blast with a blast.
Hellfire.
Wow, this podcast is great.
Hellfire.
Love the puns.
But that was a bit of a stretch. But I don't know. It was this, and it's the same thing with Master Rank now. And I've figured it out, and it's helped me temper my expectation and my aggression towards the game.
Yeah.
Is that everything moves really, really fast, and it's to overwhelm you as a player and force you to slow down.
Yeah. Okay.
You
well said.
have to slow down. There's a reason why half the moves punish Wirefall and the other half don't. There's a reason why half the moves punish riser iframes and the other half don't. There's a reason why there's so much tracking on attacks and not so much on other ones. They're forcing you to pay attention and get better at the game.
I love
and
that
then when
you said that. Yeah.
And then when you start figuring it out, that just becomes the normal on every single hunt.
Yep.
Like,
this is how G rank has been for me. Yeah. Entirely. Exactly what you're saying.
You have to slow down because everyone's like, go, 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 fast, fast, fast. Gotta kill, fast, go, quick. Wirefall because it's the thing. Oh, I died. Oh, this game's garbage because Wirefall's the mechanic. It's like, but they have like a way to play around that mechanic.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta pay attention. You got to.
Yeah.
You know.
That was my biggest issue with Rise at first. What you just said is how fast paced I feel like the game is. Skill issue. But I feel like Rise initially makes you feel like everything needs to be done really fast. You get on your Palamute, run, get the buff, start fighting the monster, use Wirefall, like climb walls, do this, do that. Everything is fast. The maps are smaller. The hunter's like a god among mortals, like
Power Ranger.
Just do everything super fast, and then multiplayer amplify that. I combined the two words there.
YouTuber multiplier.
Multiplayer amplified the anxiety I felt of how quickly the hunt needs to be and how fast everything needs to be. And I don't like that. I'm a slow learner. I like to take my time with things. This is just anything in life, okay? I'm very I need a minute to unpack what I'm looking at, okay? Yeah. And I mean, with World, everything felt so much more slower, especially with bow and everything. You're just So Rise just didn't, I'm not that quick, you know?
Yeah.
So again, G rank is really, I guess call it G rank or master rank.
Same.
We know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I just don't want the old school elitists coming at me like,
Redditors get ready to cancel her in YouTube comments. She said G rank, get her.
She said G rank. You know what's funny? When they had talked about it, they asked him the interview. They asked him, it's just why did you call it master rank? Why not call it G rank? And they replied saying, oh, because master rank sounds cooler. That's what.
Yeah.
That was the only reason.
Why was it called G rank in the beginning? G was a cool letter. That's it. That's the only reason why it was called the G rank. Low rank, high rank, G rank. Cool letter.
Dude, it's G rank because you gotta get good.
You could tell the developers are just having fun with this too. They're just fucking around with it. It's just GamerBreakfast in the game doesn't make sense, but here you go. And it's just
yeah.
You know that they've always been having fun with the game because cat puns have existed since the conception of Palamutes. So you know they've been having fun. The
hub Palicos in Base Rise, where it was just one is named Budum and the other one's name is
so good.
They love it.
That's great. And then when the hub music doesn't play, they don't play.
Yeah. Oh god. So that reminded me of
the little thing.
Did you guys ever play Lego Star Wars? We're in the Mos Eisley canteen, and you turned off the game music. The band inside there stopped playing too. I loved that.
Yeah, dude, that's a neat little feature.
Yeah,
love it.
That's so funny.
That's stuck in my head now.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.
Oh man,
but I'm glad you're taking Sunbreak at your own pace too, because I had to say that for myself too. So I was I want to enjoy this. I don't want to rush myself.
Yeah.
And even talking about what we were talking about earlier, doing the hunting parties with the creators, they wanted me to do one on Sunday, the day that I got back from GDQ, and I hadn't touched the game yet.
Yeah.
And I originally said I'll think about it. And I was like, this is my first day with the game.
No.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna load it up and be like, all right, guys, let's do MR1. You've all been playing for how long? Since for 5
you beat the game
4
already.
days now?
Gotcha.
Oh, you were wearing endgame gear. Got it. That's really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a spoiler. Yeah.
No, so I wanted to take my experience slowly, and so I'm happy you're doing the same thing by yourself, because these are intended to be done in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh God. Yeah. It feels like that.
And so like you like actually like taking the time to like do it on your own, because like that's what I did in 4U. In 4U, I did the entire G rank experience by myself. I beat the entire game solo. It was awesome.
That sounds fun.
And so like I wanted to do the same thing here. Just take G rank to the end by myself, you know, and it's been really enjoyable. Now I'm on the MR grind, and so like I'm doing that with you know, like multiplayer. Community. Yeah, because that makes more sense, right?
The thing is too, like with streaming, I know that like compared to like how much time I spent actually streaming Monster Hunter World was like all day every day for months, man.
Yeah.
Because there was just so much to do, and it was just so fun. It was a really fun community experience with 16 player hubs, right?
Yeah.
So in order for me to want to stream Monster Hunter Rise for as long as I can and get the most out of it, I need to take my time with it to prevent burnout, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to speed through the game with my community as much as I would love to have, you know, give my community the opportunity to join my hub and let people play and hang out and talk and have fun, and just, you know, you guys know how fun it is to play multiplayer with the community. It's a freaking blast.
It's great.
But it's also like you want those days to be like really worth it. You want to be ready for it. You know, you don't want to just get in and start doing that immediately. Like, you know, you want to get a feel for the game. You want your community to see your reactions to things, everything, every little thing, you know, slow it down. You don't want to just get it all done within a month, because then in a month from now, we're going to be like, I really want to stream Rise today. What am I going to do? My community is expecting it. Yeah, right. My community is expecting it. They want to see it. But like, gosh, I'm just so burnt out. Like, I don't want to get, I will get to that point, but I don't want to get there yet.
Yeah.
Like this week. Yeah.
Right.
You can only play a game for the first time once.
Yeah.
So like, just like if yeah, right.
Just wish I could erase my memory, man.
That'd be great.
Could you imagine being able to erase the memory?
Too.
Just get the little thing from Men in Black and be like, all right, guys, I'm going to play Elden Ring again. Hang on.
Yeah, right.
All right.
So many people want to play
Elden Ring today. Yes, first playthrough. Yes.
Faye, you did this a month ago. No recollection.
I don't remember. No one told me that.
No one told me that. Oh my gosh. No, but I would like
that's the thing that like content creators never remembered, or that the viewers never remember for content creators. Like, we are playing this for the first time too, and the expectation for us to be like done with it as soon as possible is super weird, you know? But
yeah.
I was very transparent. I was like, guys, I'm taking my time. I'm doing this by myself. I will do multiplayer when I feel like it's necessary. I want to. I like this challenge of playing the game by myself, and this is the best way for me to learn. Because if I do it with you guys, I'm not learning anything.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I can't learn shit in multiplayer. I get really frustrated in multiplayer sometimes because I just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the monster's doing, and if I cart, I'm just like, well, why?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
What did I do? I'm just sitting here getting this herb, you know?
I definitely want to go back and like hunt a lot of the monsters by myself, because I do agree with you, where it's just like when you're in a group, you don't really learn much about the monster. Yeah. You learn that that's a good hitbox, that's a good hitbox, and that's about it.
And that's
you
about
don't
it.
know the moves when it hits you. Because it's just like, when it hits you out of nowhere, it's just like, where the fuck did that come from? Why did he suddenly aim at me when there was like another person he was aiming at for the past 2 minutes? But
that's why I always try to tell people too, when they play a Monster Hunter game for the first time, they're like, because I get that question a lot. I got it a lot during World too. Like, should I play this game solo or multiplayer first? And I always say solo. Your first hunt against a monster should always be by yourself. My opinion, if you want to get the most out of it. If you don't care and you want to legitimately get dragged into the game, or if you're doing it with like other people that are brand new to the game too, play multiplayer.
Exactly that. That. If you're playing with people on your same like level, that's one thing.
But you're still gonna lose out on that knowledge of like what the monster is actually doing, because when you start introducing, because that's part of the game that most people don't understand, is when you introduce new elements into a hunt, i.e. new hunters and their buddies, you are changing how that monster interacts. So it is not always focused on you, which makes it harder for you to anticipate what it's going to do. And that's the name of the game here, is anticipation. So you gotta, I always say, fight the monster first on your own a couple of times, learn it, figure it out, oh, that move is this attack, or like, oh, that's the wind up for this, or like, oh, like when it moves like this, it's about to roar. You start picking up on those things, but in multiplayer you can't, because it's not reacting to just you, it's reacting to everybody and everybody's dog.
That's a big mistake. Oh, go ahead, Phil. I'll go after you.
You're good. What I always oh, thank you. Red carpet, everything.
Yes.
What I always say to people, like when they're first experiencing the game, I say, like, play however you want, of course. Play multiplayer, play with people that like are experienced, they can like help you if they want to. But like, I tell them, like, just know that you're gonna get the best experience solo, because you're gonna fully understand that monster and how they interact with you and the environment itself. Because it's just like, there's so much that it does, and there's so much that you don't see that it does. Does that make sense? When you're in single player than when it is in multiplayer.
Yeah,
it's just
for sure.
I can't imagine the AI or how to like make a monster work in the game when there's 4 people and Palamutes going around.
Poor
the monster's
thing,
like
yeah.
Literally 8 things for it to attack all the time. Because like that's how I was with the first couple of like end game master rank hunts, because I'm doing them like multiplayer, and so like we did one of them. I won't say what for your sake, Faye, but we did one of them, and I hadn't fought it yet in master rank, and I was like, I have no idea what it's doing.
Yeah.
But like I at least consolidated that with myself very early on, because it did something, and then I just kind of died, and I was like, no idea. I can't fight it, because I do not know what it's doing at any given time.
Yeah. I think I made a big mistake with this exact thing in base rise, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm struggling a lot in Sunbreak. I wasn't like I played, I think I did all the like most of the village quests solo, and then like the hub quests obviously I didn't hub because they're meant for multiplayer or whatever. But like some of the new, like the elder dragons, like Kushala, Tio, fucking Valstrax. I soloed Valstrax once, and then I stopped playing Rise altogether because I was like, okay, I'm done. But like
that was my Fayetalis.
Oh, dude, I love that bitch. Obviously. I just didn't enjoy Rise. Like I didn't enjoy the gameplay, so I didn't care about soloing anything anymore. Like I was like, you know what, I soloed Magnum Hollow. That was really fun. He's the best thing in this game. Everything else I hated it. Obviously like the fucking rampages.
Oh yeah,
they were so boring.
We could harp on Rampage for another 2 hours.
Okay, I have thoughts on that too, though. But let me just get this thought out because it's going to bother me. I made a mistake doing too much multiplayer in base Rise, and now that I'm in Master Rank, I don't know what like basic bitches like Rachna Kadaki and like Somnakanth are going to do, because I don't know, you know. So, but I mean, at the same time, I am recognizing their new stuff too, because like, but like, well, let me ask. When Rachna Kadaki shoots her babies out, they never attacked you before, did they? Did they shoot fire at you? Because now they fucking do. Did they do that before?
They did in high rank.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
I never happened to me. I didn't know that. So when I went in soloing her, I'm like, the hell is this shit? This is new, and it's like not new, but I'm like, this is new. Okay,
and that's all that matters. And that's kind of like the thing, right? Because you are playing multiplayer, the monster's not fixated on you as much, so it's not reacting to you, so you notice less. It's just so much harder to keep up with that, right? But like when you get to interact with the monster from beginning to end, right, from 100 HP to 0, you get to identify what it's doing. You are the only part of that fight, and you learn so much more from that.
Yeah, definitely. So on Rampages, do you guys think
Let's
that,
go.
Okay, so obviously there might be a select few people that like Rampages, and that's fine.
A handful of people like Rampages.
Do you like, I'm kind of getting the feeling that like these new like follower quests and what are they, survey quests, that's like their new way of like, okay, people didn't like Rampages, so let's make them do this.
I've done 2 of them, so
dude, I
haven't done
they're kind of a drag, man. At first I'm like, okay, these are fucking hilarious, just turn up the AI voices on 100% and listen to them just be really fucking
That's
annoying.
actually a great idea.
Really funny that it makes it so much more entertaining for your.
Just have the
That's actually a
music.
great idea.
Just have everything, but like the hitbox sounds and the audio,
all the music,
all music. And it's just really awkward. Like the monster screams, like he's coming. It's just
Also, Arlo, the arena guy, his English voice actor is Zhong Li from Genshin Impact.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't catch on to it at first, but someone had mentioned it in my chat, and then every time I hear him talk, I'm like, oh my god, it's Zhong Li. It's so funny because he has these really sexy grunty noises in Genshin. So when I hear him in Monster Hunter, I'm like, dude, I cannot believe it. It's just such a cool little fun fact. But yeah, if you do the follower quest with Arlo, turn up all of his sound effects, and like this guy just like he's just always grunting and running around in circles and like just shooting across the screen with his gun lance and then like standing there and like saying like the monster's gonna attack you. It's like, wow, thanks a lot, you fucking asshole. You just shot across the arena with your gun lance and now you're just yelling at me that the monster's gonna attack me and running in circles doing absolutely nothing. It's a blast. Definitely do it.
Can we talk about the fact that the followers were put at 100% to start? I didn't even know that. I was fighting.
Yes, they were.
I was fighting the Blood Orange Bishitin. I was fighting Blood Orange Bishitin. I was going in there, and in my recording, I recorded all of this too. I was just like, we're all like, why is she so loud? And it was just like, she's so loud. Like she was like above everything, all the audio, it's like music, everything. She was just like,
that's so great.
Oh my god! Like she was just here.
They want it to be waifu simulator now.
Oh yeah. Every time I had to do a hunt with Fiorane, because I didn't like touch anything until I think like the second time that I hunted with her, but every single time she was just grunting the entire hunt. Like,
Arlo does that too.
And she all she's doing is like running to the monster. I'm like, homie, you good?
Are you okay? And then the best is like you'll just be like destroying the bushes to get like the spirit bird buffs, and she's like, I love hunting with you. It's like, okay,
that's
I'm
pretty
just getting buffs in this bush, dude. You're a great partner.
She's a MH elitist. She was there when Shroud was destroyed. She knows. So she's an OG. Hell yeah. I do think it's kind of wild. I love her though. I thought it was wild because we did one of the follow requests, 4-player. Or like we did like one of the progression quests as a 4-player. Yeah, as a 4-player. Sure. And it was all 4 of us, plus all of our dogs. Fiorane and her dog, and I'm like,
fuck that.
There is too much here.
The monster has no chance.
Oh yeah, zero chance. But I also thought it was kind of wild. Oh, yeah, exactly. I thought it was wild because one of the like most consistent lore pieces that they have ever had in Monster Hunter was the consistency of the 4 hunting party. And why that was a thing, because there's the one hunting party that had 5 and one of them actually died, and so now it's considered bad luck.
Oh, lore.
Why is it here? Why can we hunt with 5 people? And also, why didn't Fiorane immediately die? Come on.
I don't know. I mean, Rise didn't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about this game. History. It's great.
No, but that's what I keep saying about like Monster Hunter lore, is that like it actually doesn't make sense, and it's like a homebrewed D&D campaign where it's like a year ago, like in the very first campaign, like very first session, like you said one thing and that like doesn't come up ever again.
Most of the lore does not matter. It literally doesn't matter. No. Apparently, Fayetalis came from a different dimension.
Don't talk about it. You'll piss off Reddit.
That was so funny. It was just like Fayetalis came from another dimension. That's how he was there in one sort of world kind of thing, or something like that.
That's so awesome.
I was just like,
I fucking love it. It's like a bad Marvel movie. Like there's a portal. There's always a portal.
Fayetalis is Doctor Strange.
Oh no! Marvel movies are so weird now.
A bad Marvel movie. I said they're all bad. Oh, got him.
Got him. Here, hold on. I'll piss off Reddit really quick. Man, I love Malzeno's teleport. I love how he just teleports from one spot to another.
Love the teleport.
Love the teleport. The coolest thing. I think it's so cool that monsters weren't fast enough as it was, and they just had to make them instantly be from one place to another. Like Dragon Ball Z, super anime. I love it. Teleportation in Monster Hunter. Magic is real in Monster Hunter.
His bass boosted sound effect to like the Goku sound effect, where like we know when they teleport.
The instant transmission noise. Modders, please.
Just change that to like that instead of the bass boost that they do.
That would be an amazing mod.
That would be fun. Just make him Goku.
Yeah,
Just make Malzeno Goku. Just imagine Goku on all fours.
Oh my gosh. All right, now Skoj, that's a short that we have to make. We have to make that short. It needs to go viral so somebody actually makes that mod.
That you're right. You're right. All right.
So.
My goodness. But holy shit, Malzeno? Opinions on Malzeno? I love him.
I like Malzeno.
He's great.
He's okay. I like, we did the demo thing, and like I had no thoughts on him in the demo because like he's not going to be the same in the base, whatever. So he was kind of a pain in the ass in the demo. I only fought him one time, and I used Bo, and Fiorain was with me, and I don't know, it touches back on the follower quests. I just find them kind of annoying. They're kind of a drag. Like, they were funny the first time with the sound effects, but now they're kind of annoying, and I just don't like having to hunt with the NPCs. But this is the only time I fought him, and I just was like annoyed. Like, I love Fiorain, she's a great NPC, but I just was annoyed that she was there. Like, like
it's forced.
Yeah. So
and like, as far as progression, you want to do it by yourself.
I didn't get a good feel for Malzeno yet. Even still, like, even after the demo and the the story hunt, I feel like I don't really know anything about the monster yet, because I was getting attacked the entire hunt, but Fiorain was just there, kind of like throwing a dust of life every once in a while. So how is that fun for me? It's not. My opinion. You can disagree. That's fine. I just I need to go back and actually solo Malzeno and see if I like the fight or not.
Yeah, for me personally, I think it's it's a fun option to have, but make it an option. Don't like force it into the hunt, because that's what the kind of steered me away a little bit when they appeared in the story when you're progressing. My
headset's breaking. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
All I hear is static right now.
Good.
Let's go.
Scared. I gotta switch my audio. Should we explain why Cephadrome is behind me?
Because
he's my best friend.
Yeah,
he's my pet.
That's great. I'm glad. I'm glad you like him.
His name is. I just call him Seth. Adrome.
Adrome. That's his last name. It's a first name Seth, last name Adrome.
Adrome. Yeah.
Adrome. Oh man.
I feel like
his favorite monster
a lot. That's why I
know.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite interactions with you. Was the our beef.
Cephadrome that you what?
Because it was just I was streaming. I totally forgot this was your favorite monster. So it was just I was fighting it in For You, I think. For You or GU. And I was just this monster's fucking awful. It just jumps around. I can't even hit it. This monster fucking sucks. And then Killer, one of your mods, one of our mods, posted your Cephadrome Pat emote. Because you have a Cephadrome Pat. And I was like, shit. And then someone took the clip, sent it to you. I went to your stream. You were watching the clip, funny. And you had a Godfather music playing while you were talking about I thought we were friends.
Disrespect me.
You disrespect me.
So the funny thing with Cephadrome, the reason why I love him so much is because I started I got Monster Hunter GU when it came out for the Switch, thinking that I would like it because I was playing Monster Hunter World at the time, and I was like, ooh, a Monster Hunter game, an older one is accessible to me on the Switch, and I'm gonna get it. And so I'm playing it, I'm streaming it. This was so long ago, and this was before I played multiplayer with my community. I fought Cephadrome, and that was he died, and then I was like, I don't really like this game, so I didn't play it anymore. And a year goes by, and everyone's like, yo, Faye, did you ever play any older monster games? And I was like, I played Monster Hunter GU, and the only thing I remember is this really weird looking
shark monster
thing, and I didn't know what. I don't even know. I think it's Cephadrome, and that's the when I think of GU, I think of that. I just think of this thing, and I'm like, I don't really know what is so weird looking. What is that?
When people play GU, they usually think about Tolka or fucking Shigaru.
Yeah, exactly. I think of this bitch. This little guy right here.
This bitch.
So So, but then I actually went back and played it and like the whole game and everything with everyone. But like I don't know. Ever since I'm just kind of like, he was just this little thing. Did you actually like? I remember image googling it, and I found like this. I don't know if it's a real like amphibian or whatever. Let me put the picture in our little Discord chat thing.
Oh boy.
Because like I don't know if this is real or not. It looks fake. It's called a hammerhead salamander.
Oh
yeah,
like what it's based off of?
Are they real?
Yeah,
that thing looks amazing. And so I was like, dude, if that's what a cephadrome is based off of, what a great monster.
I actually think it's based on a planaria, but that's just because I'm like a weird biology nerd.
Oh, that's interesting. Wait, how do you spell that? Can I Google that?
Sounds like a disease.
Planaria.
Neria. No, Aria.
Sounds like a disease.
Planarian flatworm?
Yeah.
What?
It's got the same head shape.
Oh my god, what?
They're adorable.
Can you send
They're
that?
fucking cute. That's what a cephadrome is based off of?
I have no idea. That's what I always thought, but I'm a biology nerd, so I always thought that the planaria were always based on that. Or that the cephadrome was always based on planaria. But like I've known about these things since like high school and like middle school and stuff like that.
Please tell me that's his eyes.
They're not eyes. They're called eye spots. But because of just like the eye spots and the way that like cephadromes look, I always thought, that actually the hammerhead salamander also has like kind of the same like eyes and yeah.
These animals.
Okay, maybe it's more.
You could convince me these are aliens. Like I would believe you. Holy shit!
Right. So cool.
But planaria are cool because they have like full regeneration. You can just cut them in half and they just grow back an entire body. Dude, they're so cool.
Dude, planaria.
What?
If a planaria and hammerhead shark fused, it would be cephadrome.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can cut a cephadrome in half and it grows a whole other cephadrome.
Yep. I'm really uncomfortable now. I hate it even more.
So cool.
Oh, so I don't know. Like I just kind of created this little like cephadrome is my favorite monster because everyone would say how much cephadrome annoyed them, and I was like, I don't remember him annoying me that much. I just thought he was this cute little sand thing.
I just talked so much shit about it, forgetting it was your favorite monster.
Me a little cephadrome emote and everything, and it's just kind of like become our little, our little community mascot. And then you talk shade about him.
Starting wars.
No, it's okay. I guess like all the old Monster Hunter players don't like the Piscine wyverns or Piscine like Plesioth and cephadrome. Like they fucking hate them. So it's unnecessary hate. And I will stand up.
It's completely necessary. Fight a Plesioth.
Speaking of,
I really hope we actually get Plesioth like as a monster in Rise, like in Sunbreak.
God, I
want that so badly. Just because like a lot of people like meme about the hitbox and the hip check hitbox, and in Stories 2 it was literally called like hyperdimensional like hip check or something like that.
That's amazing. I didn't know
that was Plesioth's like kinship attack. So like they literally knew what they were doing. They're like, everyone hates this thing, it has a terrible hitbox, so we'll just keep playing into that meme.
Great.
I want to see that bullshit in Sunbreak. I want to mold. I want to seethe. I want to be so mad in Sunbreak, just getting a hip check from across the map. I want his alt this to be like an area wide hip check.
We got him in Stories too. Just leave it at that. Just leave it at that.
I want to wear his armor.
Oh my goodness!
Have his switch axe or something.
I want a cephadrome hat.
But speaking of, speaking of the things that happened, so with Free to Podcast, did you guys like? Why did you guys kick me out of the group?
Dude, Phil, like in all seriousness, like Brian and I, like, all right, we're really gonna get into this right now. On this?
No, I think it'd be perfect time.
This is where you want to do this. Okay. Look, Brian and I were very organized. Okay. Like we had.
I was the one who edited all the podcasts together. I edited the podcast together.
Not doing this anymore,
oh
dude.
my gosh!
Talking over each other? Are you fucking kidding me? All right, listen. Brian and I.
Yeah.
Were very organized. We had dates and times when we wanted to do it, what we wanted to talk about. Okay.
Yeah.
We had it all like figured out in the group chat. and here you are, okay, you know, oh, sorry guys, I'm going to be late today. I'm going to be an hour late. Okay, fine. We let it go one time, okay? Keeps happening, all right? It keeps happening. That's one thing. Second thing is, you never stayed on topic, okay? You never stayed on topic. You talked over everyone.
Well, we're totally
Talked
kidding.
over everyone.
We're totally kidding.
I can't stop laughing because you never did any of that. Yeah, because you never, like, you literally never talked over anyone. You were always very polite.
Are you okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just laughing. I'm crying. I cry when I laugh.
Okay.
I'm a crier.
Dude.
Oh shit.
Holy.
Nope, this is fake news.
I wasn't ready for that. I looked at it Yusuke. I thought this was gonna be like a short, like little bit, just like a quick throwaway, and then you were just you're just deadpan, just like
I was trying
on.
so hard
wish I
not to
could've
smile.
stayed.
I was trying so
God
hard
damn
not
it.
to smile.
Oh.
Yeah, that was good. High
As
five.
soon as I said that, I broke because you never ever talk.
Yeah.
You're like literally the sweetest person, and you never talk over
Oh
anyone.
my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I was
my
waiting
heart
to
was
tack onto
racing.
that with
I
my
hate
beef.
I hate lying, but I always like this is always fun to do sometimes. But like,
Oh, yeah.
I hate lying.
we wanted to make like a, because the funny thing is, Phil, I don't know if you know this, but maybe a week ago or so, we were talking about Frida Podcast on my stream, and I was just talking about how like we kind of just all got a little bit busy. We're all doing our own thing, and we just haven't really found time to record again. That's really all the reason why we don't really do it anymore. Is because, I mean, Brian's been really busy. I mean, he's been going to school, doing all kinds of things, you know, and we just, it's whatever. Like it's nothing. But I was streaming, and you know how I like to get, and so I tried to make it seem like there was a big beef.
Oh hell yeah!
What did you say?
I don't know, but after a while, I'm just kidding, you guys. But but seriously, they're like, no, we don't do it anymore. But I'm like, nothing happened, you know. We all just got a little bit busy, but seriously, some shit went down. And like, but people can't tell when I'm like being sarcastic or when I'm being serious. But I feel like it's pretty obvious when I'm being sarcastic. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Oh my
funny.
goodness. No,
That was a good time.
all three of us are great friends.
Yeah.
We all got really busy.
Well,
I
speak
would
for yourself.
I
I'm great friends with Faye. I don't know about you, Skoy.
Dude, fuck you
Shit.
for always interrupting us, Phil.
but no, like I would do it again in a heartbeat. Like I would not
know.
mind.
I'm sure like one of these days we'll get back together and record something, but I don't know when that will be.
Oh yeah.
And then
Maybe
we'll have
never,
beef.
because fuck Brian and Phil, dude. Nah, it's all good.
Man, no, yeah.
Not good.
Oh,
Not
such a good throwaway look.
Did you think that
Holy.
was real?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it wasn't. I just wanted to see how far you guys were going to take it.
Oh, gotcha. That was what we were talking about before we started, and it was just that's what I messaged her about.
Oh, okay.
We're starting a fake beef.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
We
Yeah,
just
brilliant. Man, I wasn't in on the joke, I guess. All right, whatever.
You think one of these days we're gonna really beef about something?
I don't think so. Like we're
I don't
both.
think so.
You
either.
think Skoy could start drama with anyone? You think Skoy could have an antagonistic relationship with a single person?
Me. No, I don't think so.
I love fake beef with friends, but I could never do like actual like attack someone or anything.
Yeah.
If there's ever like an inkling that there's like something wrong with me and another person, I would immediately be like, "Are we okay? Like,
Yeah.
are we good?"
I mean, there's
no.
like no reason. There's no reason to like to do
No.
it. Like, especially if it's something like petty, right? Like, if it's just
Yeah.
like
It's so draining. It's so draining.
yeah.
Holy shit.
It's more. It takes more energy and effort to be upset at someone than just to be like ambivalent, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but again, if like something ever happens, like if something ever happens or someone does something to me, I'm cutting you out. You're done. Like if it's to me, if it's not worth the effort It's not worth the
Exactly.
effort.
There's a block
I don't know
button.
how we got on this topic.
Yeah, I
but
don't know.
But, like-
We started fake beef and then it's turned to this. That's it.
No, it's
I'm
real
at the
beef.
point in my life where I am not going to settle for being mistreated by anyone. And
Amen.
if there's even an inkling that you're like not genuine with me, I just don't have time for it anymore. Like I'm putting myself first. I really want to put myself first and take care of myself. And you know what? I don't
Be selfish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got to take care of yourself first. Like it's you, everyone else. And that might sound selfish, but like if you aren't good, you can't help others.
No.
That's just like what it is.
Yeah, you have to be at peace with yourself, and know who you are and what your boundaries are, and put people in your life that are going to respect that.
Yeah. And I've been fortunate enough. Oh yeah, I've been very fortunate that I met a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Snaps. All that shit.
Do you guys like the crabs in Rise?
Oh, they're fun. What the fuck?
Yes, actually, I
crabs.
just in general. Yeah, they're pretty good. Blue crab,
they're neat.
Solid. Soft shell crab, get that shit out of here. That's dumpster crab.
Yo, fuck crabs, dude.
Dude, imagine like the crabs or like lobsters that you see at like food stores. It's always like so sad when they're
they're
alive.
About that. Yeah, I know. It's fucking cruel as shit, and humanity is disgusting.
Yeah,
it's
just tasty though.
Dude.
Oh my god,
they're real tasty.
See, I've had crab or lobster, and I didn't like it. I don't know.
You're also talking to the Florida sportsman kid. Like I've grown up like in Florida, like diving, swimming, and hunting my entire life. It's like when people are like, I've had alligator, like I've had it at Miami Grill. You had chicken, or like I've had lobster, like I had it at Red Lobster. That's like a piece of plastic they cooked in the microwave, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Because like when we say like we had lobster, like we like go out like down to the Keys or to the Bahamas and like jump in the water and rip it out of the hole and throw it into a bag and then go home and cook it.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I don't know.
Responsible, safe hunting. But yeah, you're eating an animal.
That's hunting for me. Like going to the store and seeing them like cut off the head of the lobster. That's hunting. That's hunting for me.
That's like coming home one day and being like, honey, I hunted today. I went to the grocery store, but I brought back meat and foliage for us to consume. I am a hunter gatherer.
You just carry on your shoulder like you killed a deer.
My pride. That's hunting nowadays. That's the modern day hunting. That's hunting in 2022.
Man.
Going to the grocery store. Which is fine, by the way.
It is now, especially with COVID. That's hunting for me.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. It's like, what'd you do today? I hunted. You just bought food.
So I fended for my life.
Toilet paper, really hard to come by. I hunted for
crabs in Sunbreak.
Oh yeah, that's what the
this is the bad thing. You get three people that are just like comfortable, just like hanging out and just chit-chatting.
That was the entirety of Free to Podcast. Like every
entire episode.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
what you were talking about. It's like any conversation that came up, we just kind of like BS'd about it, and that was so comfortable.
Oh man.
Dude, Brian.
Senator, I was not excited about Senator coming to Sunbreak at our. Oh yeah, let's talk about Brian. Actually,
I was just gonna say he was always really good at getting off topic. That's all.
Oh yeah,
he's very good at getting off topic.
He just like random thing pops into his brain,
but I appreciated that though. Yeah, because he kept the conversation going.
Oh yeah, it's just trying to bring it back.
We should really be yelling at him.
We were talking about Monster Hunter. How did we get on like massages or something?
I don't know.
What?
That's talking about like derailing conversations.
Oh, I thought you said massages.
That was a.
I got so excited. I was like, when did we talk about massage?
Did you want to talk about him? Did you want to talk about massage?
I never had like a legit massage before.
Think of the crabs.
No, the crabs. More crabs.
Oh my god.
We need to talk about the crabs and Rise.
Oh my gosh, they're good. They were fun. I hated them in the previous games. I loved them in this game.
I was so not excited for like Senator got announced. Everyone's like, crab. I was like, no.
Oh no, exactly.
This monster sucks. I hate this fight.
So
and like I'm fighting it now. I was like, oh, this is actually like manageable.
Really fun. Yeah.
I like the first time I fought it. I was like, I have no opinion on this fight. It's a crab. I don't understand it. And then I fought the blue one and I was like, okay, it's kind of cute. It kicked my ass, and then I went back and bought the red one, and I was like, you know what? I kind of love the crabs.
Same thought.
They're cute.
Did you take off their shells yet?
The blue one's shell came off, and there's a little nub in there, and it was a little nasty.
Why does it have jiggle physics?
A little nasty.
Why did they go out of their way to give it jiggle physics for like a penis-shaped looking thing?
If you're gonna break the shell, first of all, that's super mean, right? Like breaking a shell. Yeah. This is your punishment. You now have to look at the crab penis.
No, don't say that. No, I'll never be able to look at it the same way. Why did you say that? Ruined the crab.
Am I gonna give you the centaur pissing lore now?
Oh no,
it's not really its penis, is it?
Well, it shoots water out of the back of its shell when it's
but that's water.
That's where it comes from.
They did say in like a previous game, I'm pretty sure this is where this lore comes from, but they did say in a previous game that's literally just urine. So
really?
That I'm pretty centaur. I'm gonna Google this.
No.
I don't know if I like the crabs anymore.
Jal just really wants it to be a penis. He's just
we've got
just wants it to be
S penis. We've got crab penis.
Dude, every time I say S penis on stream, I'm worried someone in chat's gonna be like, "Why did you say penis?"
S penis. S penis.
I just say is penis. I lean into it.
It is penis.
It is penis.
I'm going to hunt is penis.
They're like, pardon? Oh man.
Maybe I'll go with like Espinas.
Espinas.
Turn it into an ass. Espinas.
Espinas.
Pinas.
Pinas.
Yeah.
What are you hunting today? I'm some pinas.
Okay, I think I found it.
Still sounds like penis. Espinas. Espinas.
I did find it, and I know it's from a reliable source because it's from both Gaijin Hunter and Band Legaia Cruz, so it's from reliable sources.
Oh shit.
Gosh.
Fun fact: Kojima-san from Capcom disclosed in older article interviews that the liquid that Shogun Centaur is urine. The liquid that Shogun Centaur shoots is urine. He also said the design was designed inspired by the bugs in Starship Troopers. So that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, so when you break the shell, it's actually, come on guys, urine, penis.
But do like real crabs have a penis under their shell?
Wait, no.
I mean,
Jal, look it up. You're into this whole penis lore right now, so
I don't want to look at
crab. I don't want to search crab penis. All right, safe search, incognito.
Does the daimyo crab
I don't think the shell gets removed.
Daimyo Hermitars doesn't. Centaurs does though.
That's a shame. I was hoping to see. No.
I was hoping to see. Every time we try to brand this podcast as like family friendly and that we talk about like Monster Hunter and like actual like legit stuff,
as family friendly?
Every time I try to brand this community as wholesome and fun, and every single time I'm forced to talk about crab penises.
I can't believe that that's a penis.
We should call this podcast Gamer Fucks. Just some Gamer Breakfast.
It's not what you would call a penis. If you Google crab penis, it's not something that you'd be like, it's there, right?
Yeah.
It's like, crabs, but it's an arthropod, right? It's like a weird crustacean thing. Yeah, it's got like a shell. So they gotta figure out how to. Yeah. The answer is yes. I Googled it.
This is so unsettling.
I'm so sorry.
This is like,
she's never gonna come back.
I don't. Oh my god.
We'll never get to play Mario Party again. Yeah.
God, dude, I will destroy you in Mario Party.
Did you play the new one?
The new one? We did.
Yes, yeah. We played a Fumetto.
Yeah. It
was fun.
Oh yeah,
Fumetto
you guys did.
kept acting like he was really bad and he won every minigame.
He won every game.
Gosh.
He's probably playing it right now, practicing for the next time. Like, I gotta memorize every minigame. Just so I can play it.
Oh, guys, I haven't played this minigame in 15 years and then just fucking.
And he turns off the fucking like practice thing and the tips, so he just like goes in and is like, I don't know what to do, and then he like wins. And we're just like, no, we don't know what to do. You know what to do because you've done this before.
Fucking Fumetto.
Bullshit.
He's a character. I love him.
It's like the first time that we did that too, because it was really funny. Because like, yeah, like I played like a little bit, like earlier.
Yeah,
like I played a little bit. Like, you were practicing. You were practicing Mario Party.
He was training.
That was his training arc.
Bastard.
Doing some Karate Kid bullshit with Mario Party.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wow.
And then he
Number
lost that
crunching.
one. He lost to the
Maybe.
the AI.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Phil, was it you?
Intentionally threw.
Did you and I and Noodles? We played Mario Party once, and we lost to the AI.
Yep, we all lost to the
the
AI.
whole game.
Yeah.
We played against Luigi.
Tragic.
Yeah.
And like we accidentally put him on like very hard,
Yeah.
and so he just like decimated us.
So
and we just
funny.
were sitting there as he's getting the superstar. We're just like, damn, like we just lost to the AI.
They did a lot.
Does that.
They did a lot better with this game compared to the previous. Like they did
Yeah.
a lot better. Mini games are a lot more fun, and it's just great.
They need to add more mini games.
Please.
Because like when you pick when you pick a map and you say like I want to play GameCube ones, it gives you the same 9 GameCube mini games over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably get more when they do, like they did with Mario Kart. They'll probably just add more in the future as an expansion.
Because they kind of built this one in a way that it was like modular, so they could add more to it, especially from like the previous games. So I just hope they do. Whether or not they will, who fucking knows?
I
But
feel like with the way they're designing it, that these are gonna be the last like Mario Party and Mario Kart games. They're probably not gonna be, but I mean, in the sense of just like the way they designed it
they
for
print money.
this platform, every expansion can now get more maps and stuff.
They've released Mario Kart 8 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so silly.
The Wii U.
It's
the
at
Wii
its
U
peak.
again.
Oh my
It's
god.
at its peak with Mario Kart. How much further can you go with
Twice on the
graphics?
Switch. Like,
How
but the
much
fact
further
of the
can you
matter
go?
is, it's insane that they've been. It's still Mario Kart 8 every fucking year. I read the things like, "What's Nintendo going to come out with this year? Mario Kart 9." It's like, no, it's not. It's going to release Mario Kart 8 again. And Mario Kart is Nintendo's Skyrim.
Yep.
They just keep releasing it. Mario Kart 8 is Nintendo's Skyrim.
That's so funny.
And now Skyrim is also on Nintendo, so
Oh my god.
I can't wait for the 10th Skyrim Definitive Edition to come out on the 20th anniversary or 15th anniversary, whatever's coming up this
it's
year.
gonna be the complete remaster this time. They're gonna like completely remake everything, but it's like gonna be on the same engine.
Yep. It'll look like Play-Doh.
Oh man.
Please just kill it already.
That game is so fun. Like I would like walk into a room and a person would fall from a roof and die, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
I tried to play Skyrim like seriously, and I realized that I missed that opportunity because you had to play it like within the first 2 years when it came out to play it seriously, because now when you play it, everyone just wants to mod it or like the game
Look for the glitches.
is broken. Right. And just like glitches like crazy. I played it for like, I want to say like 10 hours. I think I did like 2 days, like 5 hours each. I played it for like 10 hours.
It's
I just got super bored of it really quick. Yeah. Oh man. It's
just foods for everything. It makes it more fun.
I don't know. It's Bethesda games for me, right? I get so bored with how they're designed because it's like open world, but it forces you to explore it. Like it just pushes you out there and like you have to figure it out. And I'm a person that needs direction. I absolutely need direction, because if I don't have it, I'll go fight the same pack of wolves over and over again, sell their parts, and then eventually spend all of that
What am I
on
supposed to do?
I think out of all the
I get so confused, man.
Yeah, I get like that too.
Yeah, out of all the Bethesda games, I think like Skyrim was the most enjoyable for me. Like all the Fallout games did not interest me. I could not get into that. I have not. I'm watching actually like Super Ad's like retrospective on it right now.
Spoil everything for yourself.
That fine. I don't plan on playing it. But I think it's really interesting when someone that has played a game or wants to talk in depth about something. Like I realized I always had like a like a soft spot for those type of videos. Like I've watched like a video about like Kingdom Hearts lore all the way through. I probably spoiled the entire series for me, but it's been years, so I could probably play it again and just say it's my first playthrough.
You're not gonna remember any of that.
No. Yeah.
Oh no.
But like it's always really interesting when there's like videos that go crazy in depth about shit that you're not gonna explore.
Yeah.
And then you can talk about it to your audience, just be like, dude, there's this thing I found.
Haven't you never played? They check your Steam account. It's like you don't even own New Vegas.
But this thing I found out.
Yeah.
I played it on the 360.
It's so funny.
Oh man. Yeah, I think it's a good place. We good?
Probably.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna
conversation's
ramble for
derailed.
another hour.
Oh my gosh. About what next?
Yep.
Anything.
It's all in you, Joe.
Me. All right.
Crab penises. Still can't get
And
over
today
that.
is the day that we learn
That's gonna live.
Jal is into
that's my curse
penis
upon
lore
you.
on crabs.
Yeah.
just
That's
thought
my
it
next
was,
video. I get to do penis lore in Monster Hunter. That's gonna
There
be
you
my new
go.
thing. That's what
That's your
everyone's gonna know
clickbait.
me as. Yeah.
Title it like Shogun. What's it called? Shogun.
Centaur.
So I guess
Senator. Is it a penis? And then like put like a red question mark and then a circle on the nubbin with an arrow pointing to it.
And censor it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'd be a great YouTube series. It's just, is it a penis?
Oh my gosh. Is it a YouTube series?
It's a 4-minute long video that just leads up to a yes or a no.
Just debunk like a bunch of myths about things in video games.
Not a
that would-
penis.
Play the X-Files theme throughout the entirety of it. God, I think I found my niche. I think I did it. This is
No
it.
one,
This is
no
the
one
next
else has done
YouTube
that yet.
series. Does Kieran
No one
have
else
a
is getting
penis?
canceled.
Well, in the mods.
In the mod. All right, everybody.
man.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Gamer Breakfast. If
Hey,
you've
thank you.
enjoyed watching, you should definitely check out our guest Fayetalis. All of our links are going to be in the description below. Faye, is there anything else that you would like to tell these wonderful people? Maybe something about yourself or anything else you got going on?
Bad at this.
I love doing this to you.
This is how my streams are. Like I'm very like.
I guess we're ending.
Yo, what up? Thanks for watching. I'm live.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me on and reaching out and asking me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And thanks for the combos and for listening to us vent about Capcom Creators and you know and everything and listening to our Monster Hunter Rise rants. Thanks.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching this, let us know which is your favorite crab. Centaur, Hermitar, softshell, blue.
Which is your favorite crab and why is it Shogun Centaur? Because it has a penis.
No, wait. Thank you guys so very much. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Yeah.
Step
Bye.
for life.
Bye. Wait, what? No.